Guess who's back? Okay,
Hello.
guess who's back?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back. Relax. Take another deep breath. You don't need to speak. You don't need to answer. Just listen. Listening is enough right now. Many people feel frustrated when learning English, not because they don't understand, but because they understand and still can't respond. That feeling is confusing. You hear the words, you know what they mean, but your mouth doesn't move. And you ask yourself, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. Your brain is learning how to react in a new language. Understanding and responding are two different skills. Understanding comes first. Responding comes later. That is normal. When someone speaks to you in English, your brain is busy. It is listening. It is organizing information. It is searching for meaning. And while it is doing all that, the conversation continues. So you stay quiet. That silence feels uncomfortable, but it is part of the process. Many learners think silence means failure. It does not. Silence means preparation. Your brain is building connections. Most people try to force themselves to speak. They push, they pressure themselves, and that creates fear. Fear blocks learning. Calm opens learning. That is why relaxed listening is so powerful. When you listen without pressure, your brain feels safe. And when the brain feels safe, learning happens naturally. You don't need to memorize rules. You don't need to analyze grammar. Your brain already knows how language works. It learned your first language without effort. English is not different. The difference is fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of sounding wrong. Fear of being judged. But mistakes are not dangerous. They are necessary. Every mistake teaches your brain something new. So stop trying to be perfect. Perfect English is not real English. Real English is simple. Real English is imperfect. Native speakers hesitate. They repeat. They correct themselves. And that is normal. You don't need long sentences. You don't need advanced words. Simple English works. I don't know. I think so. Give me a second. Those sentences are powerful. Confidence grows slowly. It grows with exposure, with repetition, with familiarity. That is why listening every day matters. Even when you don't feel progress, learning is happening under the surface. One day, you will answer without planning. One day, words will come naturally. Not because you studied harder, but because you listened longer. So keep listening. Keep relaxing. English is becoming part of you, little by little. And as you continue listening, something important is happening inside your mind. Even if you don't notice it, even if you feel nothing special, your brain is adapting. Every sound you hear in English is slowly becoming familiar. Familiar sounds create confidence. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but quietly. This is how real learning works. You don't wake up one day fluent. You wake up one day a little less afraid. And that change matters. When people speak to you in English, your brain used to panic. Now it pauses. That pause is progress. A pause means your brain is deciding, not running away. At first, you don't respond. Later, you respond with one word, then two words. And one day, a full sentence comes out without effort. That is not luck. That is exposure. That is time. Many learners quit too early. Not because they can't learn, but because they don't see progress. Progress in language is invisible at first. It happens under the surface, like roots growing underground. You don't see them, but they are there. And one day, something grows above the surface. A response, a reaction, a sentence, and you surprise yourself. You think, where did that come from? It came from listening, from patience, from calm repetition. That is why you don't need to rush. Rushing creates tension. Tension blocks memory. Calm creates space. Space allows learning. So stay calm. Let English come to you. You don't need to chase it. Right now, you are training your brain to stay relaxed when it hears English. That is one of the most important skills. A relaxed brain learns faster than a stressed brain. So every time you listen like this, you are doing something very powerful. You are teaching your brain that English is safe. And when English feels safe, responses will start to appear naturally, little by little. And now, let's slow down a little. Take a breath. If you've been listening until this point, You've already done something important. You stayed. You listened. You allowed English into your mind without pressure. That alone is progress. Understanding English but not responding right away does not mean you are failing. It means your brain is learning how to react in a new way. And that takes time. Every minute you listen, your brain becomes more familiar with English. Familiarity creates comfort. Comfort creates confidence. And confidence leads to speech. Not forced speech, natural speech. One day, you will notice that answers come faster. Not perfect answers, but real answers. And that is enough. Remember this, you don't need to speak perfectly. You need to speak comfortably. Mistakes are part of communication. Silence is part of learning. Both are normal. So be patient with yourself. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Keep listening. Keep exposing yourself to English. Let your brain do its work. Little by little, English will feel easier, more natural, more familiar. And when you are ready, your voice will come. Thank you for spending this time here. Thank you for trusting the process. Take care, and we'll continue learning together very soon.